Minister, and I really appreciate.
The National Herald said questions are being raised on what looked like a conference room converted into a hospital ward for the Prime Minister's visit. Our generals have been declared inept. You have politicized the army by casting doubts on the Leh hospital. You've said that the talks with the corps commanders that the Prime Minister had were wrong. You have tried to insult and injured bravehearts. You've tried to run down the army by saying that the hospital was staged. So please don't go idhar udhar with me. Come to the issue. It is what I'm saying today, and let me complete this, Tanvi. What has been done this week, this anti-national action, is the culmination of all that you people did for the last 2 months. I would say to the extent that you've been disloyal to your own country. You've been disloyal to your country by doing so.
July, almost 21 days when 20 brave soldiers lost their lives. But we need to really also question the Honorable Prime Minister and his gang. What has they done?
Gang.
They have spoken about Chhath
Who is the
Puja,
Prime Minister's gang? I know the China gang. Who is the Prime Minister's gang? I'm sorry, the use of your phrase. The use of the phrase
CDS and the COS.
I object to the use of the phrase Prime Minister's gang, Smita.
There are certain people who come as editors.
Our country's leadership is being called a gang on live television by Tanveer Ahmed.
Do you know who was with the Prime Minister?
Narendra Modi's core team and an army are being called part of a gang by Tanveer Ahmed on live
Do
television.
you know who was with the Prime Minister when he went to Nimu?
One second, sir.
Is the Chief of Defence Staff part of his gang? Is the Chief of Army Staff part of his gang? Control your language.
Do you call them gang?
Right now, we could really see that one member of the gang speaking loud and clear. We know who's the gang. We know who's the gang. Speaking loud and clear, rather than questioning as a journalist, and questioning where exactly and what action have we taken. Now they are really towing the line. I don't think that is the line of a journalist.
He's going to start off
I think that it's loud and clear. I don't need to really name, as you're not
towing the line. Excuse me, you had the Prime Minister accompanied by the CDS and the COS who went there by trying to turn around and say, I am on the debate with you. Obviously, I will debate with you. When the Prime Minister is accompanied by the CDS and the COAS, trying to call them a gang is something that you are standing with the Congress right now in demeaning the armed forces. When he went out there, and the criticism that there were no lab coats wearing technicians, there were no doctors, there was no drip. The army has explained, and anybody who goes to a military hospital and has seen combat situations knows that soldiers, they go through mental and physical trauma when they are in such situations. After they have been treated for their physical trauma, they are moved to a facility where PTSD is taken care of, post-trauma stress disorder. They were moved to this place. That is one reason. The second one is that the main area had become a COVID center. So they were separated from that. The army has explained that. The second thing is, Arnab, if I may come to a separate point, where they were turning around after the army explained it, there was this fig leaf of denial that the criticism was for the Prime Minister and not for the CDS and COAS. I am sorry, by mocking the visit to a military hospital and calling this a stage drama, you have even implicated the armed forces, saying that they faked the entire event. That they faked it. They faked it by you calling them a gang. You are the one who has faked it. You are the one who's criticizing the armed forces for faking the army visit of the Prime Minister. This is the pathetic level that the Congress has come to, that they have advisors like this person who's screaming over our voice.
I'd like him to